Hey, I'm Phyllis from southernfrugal.com, and this morning we're going to have our smoothie, but we've got some what I think is really good news, and we'll share that in just a minute. But first, I want to go ahead and get the smoothie started. We are using 2 large cups of kale. Now, this is organic, regular, mature kale from Walmart, and we have found that we get the most energy during the day from the kale. We were able to work, both of us, 6 hours yesterday outside with 1 break, and it was hot. And actually, Mr. Bucky lasted longer than I did yesterday. But anyway, it gave us tons of energy, so we're going to repeat the kale this morning. I know you can't just eat kale every single day, but while we're working outside in the heat, it's really working out well, very well in fact. All right, so this morning we're going to have raspberries, frozen raspberries, and that means that everything's going to taste like raspberries. That's just the way it works. And I'm going ahead and using 2 of the juice oranges, and I just slice them like that to get out any seeds. We've got 1 cube of coconut pulp, 1 cube of almond pulp, 3 cubes of cream of wheat and oatmeal, and a little carrot. I've been forgetting the carrot recently, so I've decided to try to remember that. And we've already got all of our overage for 3 days in the freezer, so I don't really need any overage this morning, but if I have it, I'll just freeze it. I'm going to use a whole bunch of peanut butter again, looking for the energy. Alright, we'll talk when I get this all ground up. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put in this morning maybe 1.5 cups of water. Yeah, 1.5 cups. All right, we're going to grind this up. We'll be right back. All right, we got this all ground up. I did grind it up a little bit longer than I usually do because of the seeds that would be in the raspberries. And we are going to have overage, I can tell. Anyway, so we have made a firm decision, and I hope that y'all will be happy for us. Let me finish pouring this out. Yeah, we had 1 tray of overage this morning. It's very green this morning, very green. All right, let me give it a taste real quick. I can taste raspberries. I can actually taste the kale a little bit this morning. Anyway, all right, so let's talk, okay? Hold on. All right, so we are going to build a tiny house, y'all. We have just gone round and round and round on a house plan, and just neither one of us were ever happy with it. So finally we just said, we're building the tiny house first, and come what may, that's what we're going to do. So as soon as we get the house finished prepping here, we're going to go ahead and order the trailer. And my understanding is it might take as long as 8 weeks to get it, because of course now there's a tremendous number of people building tiny houses. So anyway, we're just going to go ahead, and we figure we'll go ahead and start building in the fall, maybe, I don't know, maybe September. Anyway, that's the plan. Unless something changes, that's what we're going to do. And we are going to go ahead and get the 32-foot trailer. So anyway, we're very excited about that, because at last we've made a firm decision, y'all, at last. So anyway, the other thing I wanted to share with you was that we watch a video I think this couple that makes the videos are in South Carolina, probably in the Low Country, down outside Charleston somewhere is what my guess is. Anyway, his name is Eric and hers is Veronica. And they're a young couple, and they I think they have just finished building their tiny house. They haven't quite got the inside finished yet, but he has got very red hair, and they're just very, very entertaining to do with the tiny house. And I think that they're also going to have a baby soon. Well, probably not soon. She's probably about 6 months pregnant now. Anyway, we are just delighted watching them. I look forward to his videos. And what he does is tells the progress on the house, and usually in one video he'll have maybe 3 or 4 days worth of videos in that one video. And he doesn't have that many subscribers now, so hopefully y'all will go over and look at his little tiny house and sort of know what we're going to do. Ours will be longer than his, but I just really like the things he did in his tiny house. Now, we're not going to do the composting toilet and that kind of thing. We're going to have just regular plumbing, and the bathroom will be real similar to our bathroom upstairs. I think I've shown a picture of that before. It won't be quite as wide as that bathroom, but the shower and, you know, the commode and the sink will be arranged similar to that. So anyway, we are so excited that finally we know for sure what we're going to do. And of course we've already got water and a septic tank on the property, so that's no big deal. And we're probably going to go up there in the not too distant future. And I've kind of given up on the summer garden because look how late it is. So we'll probably go ahead and be having a fall garden up there. So we've made a lot of progress on the house, especially yesterday. And even in the heat, we were able to do that. The other thing that I'm going to do, Mr. Bucky's sending me to Walmart this morning, and I'm going to go ahead, I'll show you, hold on. This is what we're going to put on the front porch and the back deck. Now, we have used this before on the front porch, but what it really makes the wood look much, much nicer. And it really lasts, my experience with it on the front porch is it lasts about 3 years. And it's really no trouble at all to put it down. The biggest trouble is cleaning the deck boards. So we're gonna, the boards in the front are already clean, and we finished the column. I actually found the column on the far right side. We had to cut some of that out and replace it. But mostly the columns are heart pine, y'all. They're never going anywhere. They're like petrified wood. So anyway, that's the news. We're going to build a tiny house first, and we might never build another house because we can't decide. You know, he would draw it out, then I would draw it out, then we'd talk about it, and then we'd be disappointed. But on the tiny house, both of us are very excited, and it will be a small space, but if you think about it, we basically live in a small space anyway in what we actually use in this house. I just like small spaces, y'all, I do. And this house is as far from small spaces as you can get. But it was good when we had all 3 children here, and you know, that worked out great. And with teenagers and their friends and everything, it worked out great. But now, it's way too big for us. So anyway, we're going to go ahead again with the tiny house. We already know the design, and we're very excited about getting started on it, but we're not going to start on it until the weather cools down a little bit. I'm just guessing September, but we need to go ahead and order the trailer, you know, pretty soon in order to get it there so we can start. So anyway, and as it stands right now, we obviously are not going to make the self-imposed June 15th deadline. We had May 1, then we had June 1, then we had June 15th, and now we're looking at July 1 to put the house on the market. But I feel real confident, and so does Mr. Bucky, that by July 1 we will be ready to list it. So we're working in the yard, and I'll be working on the back deck, even though we've already cleaned it one time. We're going to clean it again just to make sure it looks really good. And let's see, yesterday I put a new little dryer thingamadig you put on the outside. Our little thing that opens and closes had come off, and I put it back on several times. Finally, I just got fed up with it. I mean, they're very inexpensive. Just go get a new one and install it. So that's what I did yesterday. And then this morning, Mr. Bucky will be outside. In fact, he's very anxious to get out there as soon as I finish this and we have our smoothie and devotions. And I'll be going over to get some of the Thompson's water sealer for the deck and the front porch. We're going to need 2 more of those. And let me think if there's anything else. Well, anyway, when we finish the front, I'll do a video of it. Oh, the rain diverter. We got the rain diverter, y'all. We did. Mr. Bucky doesn't like the shiny part of it, so we're going to spray paint it. I'm going to get that this morning to sort of make it a grayish, charcoaly looking color like the roof, so it's not, you know, you don't want to look up on the roof and see this long shiny thing that's the rain diverter. And we're doing that because the way you come in with the steps, so that you don't get that rain all dropping on you when you come in, or the people who own the house after us. All right, so let's see. I actually taped my notes up here so I wouldn't forget anything. I'm going to leave a link for Eric and Veronica's videos right down below in the description. I'll leave a link for one of their videos, maybe a more recent one, but y'all could go back, and I think there are maybe 15 videos on there. I'm not sure, but I think they might be. So if y'all are interested, you could go back and watch those, and you'll sort of know what we will be doing. Oh, and one other thing. We have definitely found out, since we've been doing the work outside, because before Mr. Bucky was working outside, and you know, he already knew how long he could work. I didn't, because I had not been working outside. I'd been mostly working in here, taking the easy way out. But then it's time came on for me to go outside and help with the yard, because the yard, y'all, is big, okay? It's just a lot. And so he's worked on the edging again. He actually edges our neighbor's front just so everything looks good. He always does their edging too. And so we found out that we can work, even in the heat, about 6 hours outside if we take 1 or 2 breaks, you know, for water or something to drink. And I would attribute that to prayer and smoothies, y'all, particularly the kale smoothies. So, all right, so we will see y'all next time. And y'all, we're going to do the tiny house, so please gear your comments to knowing that, okay? Because last time when I said we were going to do the tiny house, it was months ago now, I got a barrage of comments on why we shouldn't do it. We're going to do it regardless, but we do value y'all's opinions, but we've already made the decision, so be happy for us, okay? All right, we will see y'all next time. Bye.